Yeah, I've played. When you've only been playing one class for over 2 years, it's pretty.
I really,
You do get
I,
pretty nerdy.
I really want to
Nerd.
play. I really want to play Valkyrie, but she's so slow.
Valkyrie's okay. She's like, I like
Yeah,
her a
She's
lot.
okay. She's
she's
just not
really
as
great.
OP as before.
Yeah, but like after when you like, I was grinding her to like 59, and somebody tried to be annoying, and realized like, oh, she's a bit tanky, and tried to chase, and like halfway, I'm like, I give up. It wasn't even a Moose or a Maywa too. It was like, I don't know, Tamer. It's like, chase.
I think with that heavy armor, they were not necessarily designed to be a very mobile class to start with. But then
Oh,
I'm not
nice.
sure what happened, but they got a ton of mobility.
That one knockdown though. OP.
The Valk, what you know, Valkyrie is the only class that's gotten a nerf that specifically is a nerf to their PvP damage. Like in one patch, they had the PvP damage reduced by like 5.6%. Like I don't think I've ever seen a class get that kind of nerf. So at one point,
She's-
they were very very good.
Well, if you look at the visual designs, she might have been intended as a tank. So that might have been why,
What
because she was
was
also
that?
doing enough damage to be considered a TPS before.
It was retarded.
I did feel
Never.
bad for Valks. They got the when we got the CC system change that gave us the 2.0 limit. That actually was a nerf for Valkyrie. A buff for some classes like Sork or Ranger or DK, but it was actually a nerf for Valkyrie because they have a skill called Hostaludium. That one was a knockback into a knockdown.
Has still do?
Yeah, Hostaludium.
That's leading. Oh, that's how it counts.
Yeah, yeah. It's the charging engage skill.
Yeah, forward F. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. That basically ruined her combos.
You know, shift left click.
Yeah.
The one that breaks your armor.
Yeah, that one.
That's really retarded. Like when you get hit by a Valk
GG.
and that sticks, yeah, you're gonna get like nuked.
I think Valk nowadays, she is not that good in 1v1s anymore, but she has a very good.
She's so annoying in Red Battlefield.
No, but her problem is her animations are too long.
Well,
She
yeah,
when I look at a Valkyrie, I could tell you every single move she does and when I can cease her, like literally any moment. Like I just have to watch her, and I can say like she's dead or she's alive.
no more limit armor. God. She can pop a con. Need to go for this. Where do you guys farm for black stone powder? For like crystals.
Blackstone powder.
Yeah, just go to Random Mines, huh?
No, you can grind weapon stones. You get a good amount.
What? From BSP?
Yeah, black spirit powder. You can get some from grinding weapon stones.
Weapons?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I don't wanna use weapons.
The only other way I get it is I forgot. No, no.
Ah, fuck it, I'm just gonna
Where do I get mine? Oh yeah, when I do Soldier's Grave, you get a lot. You get a lot of
crystals, so that
yeah,
crystals,
and you just grind it. I mean, wait, are you doing crates?
Yeah, I have some crates of Grana that I need to make, and I ran out of BSP.
I know like a lot of life scalers would buy special deal weapon stones, you know, because they're cheaper, and then they would grind that down. But that's only if you are producing so many crates because you have a lot of workbenches. You know?
Soul's really good.
if you need like that
I've seen
amount,
some stuff he does that no one else does.
pretty hardcore
Cold Blade
life
before going for a combo, which is really good.
Otherwise, there's not really a way to get, unless because crystal prices have gone up since for a long time now. So it depends.
Yeah, because nobody's farming. Well, a lot of people didn't farm for a long time. I think it's starting to normalize because I think a lot of people like are starting like not doing sponsors.
Depends.
So what level is your unicorn now?
She's pretty good. She's learned a skill at every single level.
Do you have like that mobile like healing thing or buff that I've heard about?
I'm using the, what is it called, Corsair Spirit training method to give her a higher chance of learning all the skills.
He's talking about the healing, the healing buff.
Oh yeah, I got that. Yeah.
Is it any good?
It's okay. Like it has a 3-minute cooldown though. So I mean it depends. It's 10 AP, 10 DP, 10 evasion. Oh, it also heals 3,000 HP per in 30 seconds. It's not bad. 3,000 HP and 10 over 30 seconds.
I have to explain to people that I can't help test their spot if you're in Olvia.
Oh damn, that knockdown though. Too much.
Oh,
much
this is
AP there.
Arsha, that's why people are violent, huh?
Yeah, be careful.
Oh, like somebody tried to like, oh, okay, just try to charge me.
Yeah, the never AFK in AFK path Arsh. I learned the hard way.
Who are you fighting for?
Yeah. We're not gear matched, but I
See,
mean,
this is why I try to
it's
learn
just the
some
first
PvP
knockdown
techniques
usually
to deal
wins.
with shitters, but I don't
Sometimes I have to do a
think
full combo though.
I don't think I'll ever learn how to do the stuff that you guys do.
Damn, he breaks my
Yeah,
guard in like a couple of
can't do it
shots.
anymore.
It's okay.
I have to disengage.
There's still things that you can learn that are very good.
I'm just happy if I get off like a knockdown. I'd be like, oh yes, I can spam shit on you while you're down.
It's good.
Damn.
I do agree though that we're not really like that of a shit class, cause like it's really annoying to be.
I'll say in video, your class needs to either be so overpowered that you're a generalist, or your class has specialization. You know, Ranger definitely has specialization, but the problem is it's you cannot get it unless you have such high gear. So you need really high gear to access that specialization. Otherwise, you need to rely more on Awakening to finish kills, and Awakening is. I don't like the Awakening, but at the same time, you have to acknowledge that some parts of it are good, but other parts of it are bad.
You have to use it.
You have to use it, yeah. But when you are more geared, you can start using more.
Oh wow.
Yeah, but what I'm saying, what I was trying to say was that, like at an equal like level or like with gears.
Ah shit.
you can
I
get
should have
away
pulled
with
out
some
right
shit
there.
with
My
Awakening.
CC limit was already hit.
It's a part of the game, so.
Because like a lot of players don't know how to deal with like being pressured by shotgun, which is like interesting. Like they just wait to get their shields get shredded, and they're like, "Oh, your class is OP. You know, all you do is shotgun." It's like,
Yeah, that's it. I wish that's all I could do.
yeah, I know, and you know, but when we fight, it's like, nope, you can't do that. And if you get a good knockdown, maybe you can, but like,
I wish I could be that geared, but I don't know. I will say like it's impossible to be completely useless if your class has that play of instantly killing someone from range every 7 seconds. But Ranger will never be good in like choke points, you know what I mean? She never has been and never will be, but
Ranger,
like-
man.
Ranger
rip me.
shines when you're in a group and you're ignored because there's somebody.
no, yeah,
gathering.
exactly, yeah. Now here's the thing, right? Like Node War is a form of PvP where there's not always action happening. You know, there's a lot of walking around, a lot of posturing. RBF is different. RBF the pace is very accelerated, but group PvP like Node War is very different. A lot more different than people would think. You're safer in a Node War than you are in many other situations of PvP. The problem is choke points
That's
never a
true.
good thing.
And I was like, she's a kill on sight.
I don't think any
That's
MMO
troll. Why would you say that?
fight chokes, then, you know, choke points are a good thing. That's
Yeah.
why EA and you know the tanky classes are the
Yes.
ones that are
Ah.
they can survive
That full
through
combo though.
Ranger is better when you're
What
with
the fuck? That was
with the
random.
team. Like,
Yeah.
because if you're always getting the attention, then it's hard to do your job, right? Your specialization.
No,
will go, yeah.
you're gonna get shit on. Like if
Yeah,
they have
yeah.
if they assign like a Musa Meiwa or like a Ninja Kuno on you can't make plays.
You know, that's why I say like a lot of people will say Ranger sucks group PvP, but it's actually kind of the opposite.
Oh, I
Ranger is
love it.
better in group than she is.
You guys have fought me, and I'm like, you know, a shitter, but like in group GVGs, if they don't pay attention to you, like, you can do so much. You don't get the kills, but you know what you did. Like, I set up, you know, like, you know, 2+ EG knockdowns. Oh, that's golden for like your, you know, striker who's walking in.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Oh man. I
And
went
the
in too
fact
much.
that, say for example, you're like fanning out, one side of your group is getting murdered, you can like harass the people murdering on one side and still maintain like vision on the other side.
Ranger has too much. The problem is just too many requirements. Like you need to have such good awareness of every moment that's happening in the group PvP, but you also need to like, how do I say it? Like also be able to spot the enemy openings, but it depends.
Yeah, but you can't always like call it out. You gotta like you gotta have a good. What really bugs me about group PvP is the CC is like you see somebody CC, a lot of them suddenly like I can tell they start like you know like dumping all of their CCs. No, just down smash or down attack. Like he's already CC'd. Like you know like that's just the first wave of guys that you're fighting, and then suddenly the second wave show up. You're out of CCs and you're like, well. Out of CCs to, you know, help. What do you do?
Depends. There's a lot more time than people think in the group PvP.
Well, I'm just used to like dealing with like more numbers than what we have, but like, so I'm always like very stingy with CCs. Like, don't, you know, use up all of your CCs on the one guy.
It's okay, it happens.
Still here?
What
does she
the?
like hang out in like
Holy
soccer
moly.
months when she get a lot of kills? What she had like?
I don't know. No, Filiaa's still here, I think. I'm not sure. Yeah, she's still in the Discord.
Yeah,
I
he
wish
has
I
yours me,
could
but whoever
make a
knocks
no more
down.
video because
Hold on.
the way I play, I have not really seen anyone play like me. But it's like when I tried to record my node war, right, but I could not do it without getting like a frame stutter every 4 seconds.
Are you
Wow.
potato?
That's hard.
Yeah, I have a i5 like 4500.
What about if you play with your laptop and then you record
Hold on.
with your phone?
Rip.
Alright.
I'm just joking. Don't kill me. Don't kill me.
I know. You know what's funny? Because I review expenses for people, and this is always what drives me nuts. They
Oh,
would
shit.
Take a photo
I dropped my
of
combo right
of
there.
An image of the receipt and send it over to me. And I'm like, motherfucker, your screen has glare, and you're
Okay, what do you need?
taking a
Shader one.
picture with your
What?
potato phone,
Okay.
and then you're
I
complaining
think you
like,
could
how
give
come
him
you
the
haven't
role
paid-
though.
can't
Try
see
doing
shit?
it. Go to general.
That's what happened in Asia. Because most people
Yeah.
play in net cafe and they don't want to log in their social media account with the PC in there,
Okay, give me a second.
Yeah,
and
'cause
so
it's
they
gonna get
just use their phone.
And they're gonna take a screenshot of the screen. That's funny.
Yeah, I can understand that. As
I-
long as they know how to take pictures with their phones on a computer screens.
I miss going to like internet cafes in Asia. That was such a thing. After class, everybody like meets up at like. The
Okay, try now. Click on
net
their name.
cafe. I had this net cafe. It was pretty funny. It's like, I think
Roll.
like if you play there for an
Succubus.
hour, they're gonna give you like iced tea.
Yeah.
And then
Wow.
I see. Wow.
if you
Wow.
play after like 3 hours, they're gonna give you like a pork bun and another iced tea. Yeah, I'm not kidding. It was so funny. Yeah, dude. Yeah, it was like right beside our college, so everybody would just like. also used to do like, you know, when you play Counter Strike, you pay for that. If you lose, like in 4v4, you pay for the other team's hour.
Wow.
That's
That's funny.
Yeah, I mean it
that's
wasn't that.
hidden gambling.
It's kind of hidden gambling because some kids would be funny because they'd be like, "Hey, you pay for my soda and my hour here, okay? If you lose, if you guys lose." And I've seen kids like get into fist fights because of that stupid thing. Like, they would call it like. Do you guys ever play StarCraft?
No.
No. Oh man, that game's so
So-
hard.
So there's a. What the fuck? Are you serious? The game is hard. Like this game is much harder.
I'm not good with like multitasking. The RTS games are very difficult.
I love RTS. Anyway, so what did I was saying? All right, I'm being a senile old man. I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh yeah.
Well, the
So one of
StarCraft.
the
Something about StarCraft.
one of the things in StarCraft, there's an ability called ComSat, like communication satellite. So basically, you can see your opponent's base for like 10 seconds if you use that if you use like X amount of energy. So a lot of these kids would like you know like peek into the other the other team's
Oh.
screen. So and they would fight like, hey, you comsatted me, cheaters.
Rip. I went into that
no.
one.
Have you ever played Age of Empires 3?
Yeah, I did.
Or that's the only
RTS.
yeah,
It's
RTS.
actually-
that
I would actually consider that as a 4X. What's the term again? 4X is like explore, expand, exterminate, and something.
The game was so hard to get into because I really liked one Civ, but they weren't very
Oh, okay. It means explore, expand, exploit, exterminate. So those are 4X games like Civilization. You guys have
What
Steam,
the-
so you probably have seen.
Did you see that?
Stellaris. That's like a very good.
Might grab
4X
this.
game.
I don't know
It
how
takes,
though.
like, forever.
Maybe it was just a meme. I don't know. I couldn't tell. I don't
Yeah,
think
I'm
so.
trying
It
to
probably
get
was just a miss.
my group of friends,
Spacing
to,
probably.
like, play again because some of us are missing each other and we all live in like different cities now. So I was like looking at like games in like Steam and I'm like, I don't think these guys, because like I'm 32 and they're much older, so I'm like, I don't know if they're gonna like spend the time trying to learn these new games. So I was trying to look for like something simple.
I have like problems when I play one game. I usually play it for a long time.
See, here's the funny thing. I bought a new computer last year, and the plan was like, I'm gonna play all the PC games that I missed, and then I installed BDO, and I'm like,
Oh, he stiffed me.
fuck,
He
playing
stiffed me.
one
What
game.
the?
Like seriously, I have like
Oh
90
god.
games on Steam, and I think like 70 of them I have not
He stiffed me
installed.
before I grabbed him, I guess.
Wow.
Yeah, I was like, cause you remember the Christmas sale that they had? Like I bought all the JRPGs, like all the Final Fantasies. So I bought it, and I'm like, I'm gonna play this. And now I'm like, maybe I should play while I'm like processing. But yeah.
That's the trap.
Yeah, it is a trap. Spend money, but can't.
You just
spend.
activate forfeit trap card.
See, I've been trying to get like my friends to like play BDO because it's like, dude, it's
Ah,
perfect.
he caught me at the end
All
of
you
this
have to do
illusion.
is AFK.
Damn it.
And they're like,
I gotta be careful when I use
You
that.
can like watch your kid, and if it wakes up, you can like just go AFK, train your horse, go fish or cook, and then you can like do stuff with your kid. You know, change its diaper, whatever.
Yeah, mostly processing. Processing and study, processing and study, processing and study. And you forgot how to PvP.
That's okay.
Yeah, I only well, you said the same. You said some. I learned. I never really like went to arena. Actually, like if Phil's still here. Actually, the first time I went to arena to actually like fight a ranger was probably her, because I never really hang out in arena. Most of my fights are like, you know, contesting spots. And
I mean, the dynamics are different, but the
But
only
it's-
thing you can learn from 1v1s, right, is like habits. Like a specific habit that when you see a specific situation, you kind of already know what to do.
yeah, and you don't
That's
get
like
that.
the only way. Yeah.
But but you don't. Yeah, and you don't get that in like open world PvP.
Yeah.
What you do get in open world PvP is the sense of urgency, where you're like, fuck, like, gotta react, gotta deal with this as soon as possible. Whereas like if you're in arena, you're like, all right, let's get ready, let's do buffs and stuff like that. There, no, you don't have any like. You just see like a dot headed your way.
I'm dropping the
and you're
ball.
like, if you don't pay attention, they're gonna get you right away.
That's the most.
Yeah.
That's the most practical form of PvP.
This is why when I grind, I always at least have one dog.
Oh, a dog, yeah. Smart.
Yeah.
Does haystack need water and fertile or no?
The what?
Haystack for milk and cow.
Oh,
Oh,
you don't really need to.
you don't really need to. So if you just
He
like
uses
have a
explosive
haystack, then the
evasion
cow
and
will
it
just,
like turns my
show
grab
up
into
and-
like something else.
Yeah.
Oh, there's no need for pressing feeds or something like that.
For farming, to be honest, I'd rather. And okay, here's the thing. Are you like an active life skiller? Like, do you have time and you have a lot of farms?
I think
Not
I know what I gotta
really.
do.
I'm just using my worker to do the pruning and stuff and
I wouldn't do that because I'd rather. Like me, I took off my workers and I'd rather gather myself, prune myself, because when you prune and gather, you can actually get like sharps, hearts, and like random stuff. And it raises your farming XP. But if you're AFK a lot and you just want to get stuff from it, and you want to maintain it, then, or you want to harvest it faster, then yeah, go do workers, put water or like feed.
You really wait. What's your farming level right now? Because
only skilled one.
I think you should prune by hand until you are artisan.
Yeah.
I
Because-
don't wanna. I want to study.
It's okay. You just need to check it once every like 2 hours.
I'm getting distracted and forgetting every formula I
No,
count.
Oh.
no, don't do
That's
that.
okay.
Like me, the only time I farm, I'm not even like high level, but farm instead of this one. On this one, it's like only professional 8. But I just check it like when I get
then no
home,
fuck. Oh, the grab.
when
Free.
I wake up, and then like forget about it.
Rip.
And then next thing you know, you're like a professional plus.
Okay.
A little bit at a time. You want artisan because you want to get the magical stuff.
Oh yeah.
After you get
Magical
artisan, after artisan you can completely forget about pruning.
What's
Yeah, you
what's a
can-
magical seed?
Magical
So
seed is. You want to explain it, Joe?
Yeah, so magical seed, you can like combine it with like a regular seed, and it will give you like a mysterious seed of that version. So pretty much it's like a better version of whatever you're farming. But it takes up a lot more slots. But when you harvest it, it will give you a lot more. So usually, let's say like a strawberry, like 1 slot strawberry gives you like, I don't know, 25 or whatever. But if you have like a 5 slot mysterious seed one, you can get like a shit ton, like sometimes like 200 or like higher.
If I get into space, I
Wow.
think usually I have a better time.
Have you ever? Have you ever
The
gotten
magical
fruits?
seeds save you a lot of time.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah.
It yields a lot, pretty much.
Because I don't have enough
for the
AP to
same
kill him
amount of
with
space that
damage.
it's taking.
So it's like.
But you cannot read it. So don't
He
read it.
doesn't really use
because
range
I've
pressure,
made
though.
that mistake before, where like I read it and then got nothing. So yeah, you can't read it. Have you ever gotten what is this? A fruit from mysterious seed?
I mean, he could
stuff?
easily use range pressure and just win.
Like,
Mysterious
think
seeds
that's
should
just how
only
he
be used
plays.
for getting crops, like crop yield,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
The
I
magical
never get,
seeds
like-
should be used for other things. The magical seeds should be
Yeah.
used for. It's best for T9 material, and fruits.
like
but-
fruit of abundance and
Oh wait,
things like that.
you do get fruits from the magical seeds.
Yeah, when you breed the magical seed, you get fruits.
What do you mean you breed? I thought you can't breed. I mean you like.
No, you can breed magical seeds. I'm talking about magical seeds, not mysterious seeds.
Oh.
Yeah, because there's a mysterious seed that's when you get it,
Uh huh.
it's like a little yellow seed. But then magical seeds, you only get those by breeding special crops. Like if you have a special strawberry and you breed it, you can get a magical strawberry. And then so magical is different from
Oh, okay.
yeah.
I need to get myself to artisan then. Cause I stopped at like professional and like spread my life faith.
Ah man,
other
I should have
characters.
right clicked. 3, I die.
It's okay. Farming's okay. Yeah, it's the best when you have 10 pets. But that's 100 CP if you get the big ones. But it's the only way to get the T9 horse materials. So.
It's cheaper that way than buying them.
Yeah. It depends. But if you farm and do the comma dailies, you can do an attempt every like how to describe it, every like 5 days without this event.
Oh,
Because
giving so much materials, I love it.
yeah, the market right now is actually it's easier to get materials than it is to get the Krogdal or Origin stones.
I'm so cheap. I don't know why. I'm such a need. Like I refuse to buy stuff that I can like make myself. It's like I am not gonna make you rich, other player.
Do I need workers for haystacks?
No.
Not
They act-
really.
No, I mean, does haystack get like pests or need to feed like that?
You do have to prune haystacks though.
Yeah.
So,
Wow.
yeah, I mean, you have to put work on. Or do it by hand.
What do you need haystacks for?
You milk and
Milk? Yeah, I know. Like, what does he need it for? Curious.
milk. It gives you mainly milk. Milk. Milk is for meals, specific meals. Cooking is hard, but cooking is a very key
GG.
part of the game.
Yes, it is.
There will always be an economy for food. That's why it's like one of the best lifestyles. Even if the economy some days will be bad. it will
Especially
always-
the higher tier foods, like when I make like simple prawns and I try to have at least 7 simple prawns a week, as I think that's the average that I like grind in a week. And then when I make like past that, I just sell the rest. It just goes out so fast. The part that I
Okay.
hated the Kama Sylvia one and the stupid Valencia ones. If you do haystacks, you can do imperial cooking as well.
Yeah, I'm doing imperial cooking. Last time, because I don't have any time to gather at all, I just gather logs and rough stone and the milk. I use energy for my alts. I literally have no time at all.
Which is why this game is perfect. You can set it up and just like AFK.
Yay! It's like playing Harvest Moon online,
Harvest Moon.
but
Harvest
with
Moon.
battle. Harvest Moon online, but with battle, and you can slice people with a fork or a pickaxe.
They should have like those life tools be able to be used as weapons. It'd be funny. It'd be like 10 AP worth or something. Wow, this place is Arsha. I've never been to Arsha, I think.
I do golems at Ocean.
Better
No
drop.
one, no one does it.
No one knows. I showed my guild these golems and
Oh, I thought he was stiffed. I couldn't
they
tell.
now figured out how
I
to
went in on a
stack
Fury
down
arrow. I was like, "Ree."
sharps.
If you want, okay, I will show you the proper way to do it. Cause I don't think there's anyone in NA who can do it better than I can.
Well, yeah, because I'm looking at your yield and I think I can only get like half of it or like 60% of it at most.
I will show you if you have free time and you want. Just let me know. Because there's a specific rotation I do and a very specific set of moves.
I mean, you're supposed to like pull the golems from the summon, kill 3 of them, and then kill the thing, and then just rotate out, right?
That's like the idea, but there's a very specific rotation that's very ideal.
Yeah, because I feel like I don't go in a rotation. I think I go like in a chicken claw. Like I go this way and then I backtrack and then I go
Yeah.
this. There should be like a circular pattern or something, which I think I'm doing wrong.
There's like some methods where you can do like two golem platforms at once.
Ooh, that's spicy.
Because when like the idea is that if you're only killing like 300 golems an hour, you're not, because you know at the end of the day golems is like a rare loot based money, right? So you have to give yourself as many opportunities as possible, right? So the more you kill, the more potential money you can make by just gathering straight more.
I have like, how much do I have in terror? I have like 11,000 golden fragments. Let's put that in. How many golden fragments do you get per hour? So
If I'm in like a normal server, like 44 to 45, but if I'm in Arsha, I can get 49. 4,900. Yeah. Because the rotation I do is specifically kills like a certain amount every 3 minutes, because I
Oh
time
god, rip me.
how much I get with the Guardian buff,
Rip, I did.
and I can always kill the rotation every 3 minutes, and then there's X amount of mobs in rotation.
it's really funny how some rangers actually don't use Guardian.
Yeah, when they're grinding, right?
Yeah, I'm like, dude, it's free shit. It makes you move faster. It makes you, I like, and they complain about mobility. I'm like, what problem?
Rip.
And it's also like free potting every 3 minutes. I don't know.
Rip.
Just let me know whenever you want to learn it. I'm down to teach anyone in the Ranger Discord how to do the goals.
How to what?
Because no one does it anymore. Because it's completely unchanged, but I don't know why people don't do it. If anything,
I
it's pretty good to do now.
I stopped doing it because I tedded all my weapons, so I'm like, maybe.
Yeah, if you feel like you don't need sharps too much, then golems can be good.
I think it's good, very good money though. But I still like Sazens or like what else is like do I like money?
I can also show you if you want to do how to do Soldier's Grave. The Soldier's Grave is a low-key it's as good money as Sassen's, but more skill. You'll need a little bit more gear for it, but it potentially can be more gear. I mean, more money.
I mean, I'm at how much SP do you have? Like right now, I'm at 1797. So I'm like, do I really need any more skills?
You do need more skills because